right, Kayla?
Correct.
All right, then I am going to call this meeting to order. And can I please have a motion to approve our nice short agenda?
So moved.
I move it.
All right, I don't know, we got Jeremy and Pear, all in favor?
Yes.
In favor.
Carried, good, thank you. All right, now, any disclosure, please, of disqualifying interest or pecuniary interest, anything like that?
Not for me.
Nobody
Not
else?
for me.
Okay, so we're all good?
Yes.
Thank you.
All good.
And now we are going on to the fire panel, and I'm going to let, who would like to just mention what we're doing? Pear or Jeremy, which one is going to talk?
I think Jeremy should take the lead.
All right, Jeremy, you're up.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so this started about a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks or so, and it was to do with a fire alarm that Debbie had noticed going off inside the station, and it was more of a malfunction than it was really an alarm, but it alerted us to the fact that there was a real problem, and that caused us therefore to dig into what the heck is going on. And a number of avenues were pursued very quickly, including the fire department coincidentally was having a kids' day in the park around the station, and they came in to help Debbie and advised that there was really nothing they could do to silence this, nor did they know a reason why it was going off or not. So anyway, the long and short of it was that we started to look into this more deeply. Pear had done this about a year ago, I guess, or so. And so the natural thing was to go back to Pear and ask him, you know, if he could re-engage his contacts to see what their opinions would be. And so I think that's probably a good entree to the point that, Pear, if you could pick it up from that.
Sure. So Jeremy and I, we met at the station with Huronia Alarms, Chris Johnson. Chris was able to speak to the monitoring capabilities of Huronia and how we were almost set up for that, in that the building is already wired. It's just the monitoring capabilities, that the link that needs to be set up there. But in addressing the main root of the cause of this was the fire alarm panel, which is for the internal building itself. And we found that panel, through a subsequent meeting with another Huronia Alarms member, John Castleman, who specializes in the fire panels, stated that the panel we currently have is 20 years old and has no replacement parts for it. He sourced a new fire alarm, or fire alarm panel, I would say locally produced, so no delay in delivery. And between the two departments of Huronia Alarm, Jeremy and I have come up with quotes for a full monitoring system, as well as an internal building security system. The fire alarm, such as if you pull the switch, would go off, warning everybody, etc. But also, while at the station, John Castleman pointed out, and I think Debbie questioned, looking at the tickets of some of these fire extinguishers were expired, I was told, by several years. So that was probably one of the reasons why we needed to get this looked at immediately, and we've done so. And to the best of my knowledge, I have the authority, and I've already exercised that in getting Huronia on board and scheduling us for all of this work, including the fire extinguishers being immediately done, so that we're in compliance in that department. The other schedule is still to come for the balance of the work. and Chris is expecting 2 to 3 weeks. Very busy for them right now. I'm not sure why, but that's what he said. So they're fitting us in. So basically, I think where we stand is, and Brian may be driving or not able to confirm right now, but we're looking at about $4,700 and $4,736.96, and then a monthly monitoring fee of $50. And that's motion, fire, flood, all of that, which I think we would all agree that we should have protect station on the green. And Jeremy and I did discuss using Lana's money gift for this purpose. And I think with Linda as well, we felt that this money would be well spent in preserving the station. So I rest my case there.
Thank you both, Jeremy and Per, for all the work you have done on this. And I know, Debbie, that you were involved as well, and thank you very much. And Brian, I know you have also looked into all of this, and that our gift from Lana, it would be being very well used. Does anybody have any questions or any comments at this point in time? Because obviously, like apparently that panel is about what, 20 years old?
Yes.
And so it is time. So any questions, any comments at this point in time, or can we go ahead with a motion and a vote?
Are they doing the fire extinguishers right away?
That is the plan, to do that first, Brian.
Good.
All right,
Question.
Ben. Oh, yes, Jeremy.
Yeah, just a quick question. So, I guess, Per, as I understand, then Huronia would look into the annual review of these fire extinguishers to make sure that we're up to date and everything's working and they're fully charged and so on. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Good. So we won't fall into that pit again where
No.
it sits for 10 years out of date.
All right. Would anybody like
Now-
to make a motion? Oh, sorry. Good morning, Patty. We've just about heard all of the everything. Tom?
Is this a monitoring system, like a, video type thing, monitoring the station as well?
No, we do have a separate closed circuit TV monitor. There's no visual with this monitoring capability. It's strictly the motion detectors, the doors, etc.
Now, would anybody like to make a motion that we approve the new fire panel and getting Huronia on board? I mean, I hope either you or Jeremy Per would have a motion ready so that we can, so we know, we have it done. We can get it done. Can one of you make a motion, please?
I have a recommendation if you'd like to hear it.
Yes, I do. Hal, would love to hear it. Thank you.
Be it resolved that the Creemore Station on the Green Board hereby approve the purchase, installation, and maintenance of a new fire monitoring system and extinguisher exchange provided by Huronia Alarms in the amount of, and I just need to fill in the blank there, plus HST, using funds from the immemorial donation.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Kayla. Thank you.
Perfect.
And so that's the monitoring system, the panel, everything, like it's all of it.
What say you, Tom?
This is better. I mean, what about smoke detectors? Is that just not adequate enough?
Well, there are smoke detectors in there. Oh, sorry, Per, go ahead.
No, yeah, there are smoke detectors. That's part of it. That's part of the monitoring system.
Okay. Oh, in case we're not there and a fire starts. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
And remember, everything that's there right now, the fire extinguishers haven't been checked. The panel is 20 years old. So obviously this needs updating badly.
And it doesn't work right now.
And it doesn't work properly. Yes, that's the other situation.
Yeah.
All right. So the motion has been made or has been read. Who's going to move it? Per?
Now, could I just say something first? Maybe Tom hasn't had the benefit of our discussions, but we carefully looked at this, Tom, with respect to Lana, and thinking that to spend her gracious on something like a coat of paint wouldn't really have the same kind of meaning as her providing us the safety required by the station to ensure that it does not burn down. So we kind of thought that this would be an enduring gift by Lana, Tom.
Yeah.
I hope you can accept that.
No, that's fine with me.
Patty?
I agree. It's kind of like her acting as a guardian angel.
Yes, I agree. So who is willing to make the motion that Kayla read? Who would like to be the mover, please? Per, who would be the seconder, please? All
I'll
right,
second
Pat.
it.
Who said that? Oh,
Well, I said
Brian?
I'll second it, but
Okay,
whoever wants to.
Brian, that's fine. Got Per making the motion, Brian seconding. All in favor, please? Raise your
In
hand.
favor,
In
Yay.
favor.
In favor, Barry, everything. This motion is carried. Thank you very much.
Good.
And guess what? Our meeting is over. Our next meeting is November 17th, and Jeremy will be the chair of that meeting. If you haven't heard, Jeremy and I are going to go back and forth with the chair of this. We are basically co-chairs of the station board. And Jeremy and I are going to go back and forth for a while until I can get him to take on the whole thing. He just doesn't know that part. And so Jeremy will be chairing the next meeting on November 17th. So if you have anything that you wish to add to the agenda or talk about or whatever, please pass it by Jeremy and of course Kayla. And at this point in time, I can adjourn the meeting unless anybody objects to that. All
Linda,
right.
I'll move
Yes,
the adjournment.
Debbie, just a minute. Debbie?
did you want me to go over that transferring responsibility today or at the next meeting?
Is it important enough that we should do it today?
No.
Okay, then, because I did send everybody that notice about transferring responsibility. And I hope you all read it. And Debbie will explain to you what that is. So that means that somebody from the station board doesn't have to be present all of the time, but we can transfer responsibility to somebody who's hosting an event there. So we will talk about that on the 17th. And anything else? Then it is, if I'm not mistaken, it's 9:41. Is there anybody who needs anything, Jeremy?
I just want to say thank you to Per because he did a good job.
Yes,
Very good
you
job.
both did. You
All right.
both did. You've been terrific and we appreciate it.
And
And Tom, the only thing I would love to know is that, you know, let your family know that we have finally found a marvelous way to use
Yep, for sure.
the gift from Lana.
Yep.
And
will.
I think that is important. And as Patty put it, it's like she's sort of our guardian angel and what she is putting on it. And it is a marvelous way, I think, of spending that. So please let the family know.
I will.
And I am now saying, I am calling the adjournment at 9:42.
It's 6:42 here.
Oh, yes, I know you're still out west. I just appreciate that you've decided to chime in. No wonder you're looking like you should still be sleeping.
I know.
It's still dark there, is it, Tom?
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, by the time you get home, it might start to, well, I don't know. We have to do the time change this weekend. Yay.
Yep.
All right. As I said, I am going to call the meeting now, and I appreciate you all coming and everything that you do for the station. Believe me.
I like those type of meetings. That's good.
And I'm going to say goodbye.